I assume everybody knows this is Evan Byers, but I feel like I should say that.
Well, how are you guys feeling about your draw and being the number 2 overall seed?
We're really excited. Got paired up with some good teams. Playing on Western Michigan first, and they won their conference. Just a really talented team. And Indiana State, we played them last year, 3 really close games. They won their conference. And then Illinois, they also won their conference, I believe. And so just like 3 really tough teams. But I think that if we focus on what we need to do and what it takes to win, like we talk about each and every day, that I'm very confident that we'll come out with some wins.
In the preseason, Coach Mingione said that he's just trying to break down doors and take the team further than they go each year. So how nice is it to make history this season, going back to back in the NCAA tournament?
It's really awesome being a local kid coming to the Lexington Regional in 2017 and seeing all that pan out and the BBN showing up, and then being a part of that team last year to see BBN showing up and supporting us. It's really awesome. Coach Minge does a great job every year with our schedule, getting us in that good RPI spot, and being number 2 overall seed is thanks to him and just a bunch of dogs on our team.
You talked about the schedule. The SEC's got a record number of teams in. So how much does that gauntlet of the conference slate kind of prepare you guys for the postseason?
It definitely prepares us for the postseason. 11 teams in the tournament. Every weekend in the SEC is basically playing like Omaha caliber teams, if you ask me, and I think it prepares us very well for the postseason.
Speaking of the sport of BBN, second straight season you guys are hosting the regional. With all the records they've already broken this year in the regular season, how excited are you to be back in front of your home crowd?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Just thinking back to last year and how many people showed out, I guarantee you BBN will show up again this year. They do a great job of supporting us and kind of giving us a little home field advantage, and I definitely believe they're going to show out, and super excited to see everybody, and we're super grateful for them.
For fans who maybe are tuning in for the first time, what should they know about your all's energy, the dugout environment, all the kind of extracurricular stuff that goes on?
We have awesome energy in the dugout. We have a dugout captain, Ryan Hagen, now. He keeps us all, lively in the dugout. And one thing about this team is that we all just love each other. It's the most successful teams that I've been on. Everybody's been super selfless, and I know there's people in that dugout that would be, that would kill to be on that field playing. But they're just super excited to see everyone succeed. They're super excited that we're just winning, and they're doing whatever it takes for them to, at that moment, to help us win. So I think we're just a bunch of selfless guys that love to win for Kentucky, and we love playing for the state.
Evan, what was the biggest thing that y'all learned from your trip down to Hoover?
I think that, we went down there, we played a really good Arkansas team. We came out on top. Maybe didn't go as well, the last day, but I think that we know that we have all the pieces that we need to win. It's just about execution at that point, and when we execute what we want to do and what we do throughout the regular season, if we just get back to doing that, we're going to be perfectly fine.
You mentioned the home field advantage. What do you remember last year from that experience and the boost you got?
Oh, it's huge, Whenever you get that, 2-out RBI in the center field and the guys around third and the crowd's going crazy, it really shifts the momentum into our direction. And the crowd was unbelievable. I can just remember that championship game and us winning and the crowd just staying around for like 30 minutes after the game. I'm really looking forward to the BBN doing that again this year, and it plays a huge role. It plays in our favor.
What's the mindset for the pitching staff going into this regional format?
Yeah, we just need to stick to what we do. I think we're a pitching staff that gets a lot of punch outs and ground balls, and we have, one of the best defensive teams in the country. So, it's going up there on the mound, I just want to throw it in the zone and let my defense work, because more than likely not, they're going to make the play. So it's really, really comforting to be out there and being confident in the people behind you, because it's a 9-versus-1 mentality at that point.
Evan, you talked about seeing the regional in 17 and you sign on. A little bit of a dry spell, but you built up to last year and now this year. What's that been like for you? Like you said, as a local kid, you've been here for a while and built up to this. What does that mean?
It's awesome to see. This is my 4th year in the program, going back from 2020 to all the way to here, and just seeing those little steps taken throughout my career here. I think it was 2022 when we made that run in the SEC tournament. It showed us that we can win with the best teams, because in my opinion, the SEC tournament is all Omaha caliber teams. You're learning if you can beat them and win there, that making a regional and going far in the postseason is pretty easy. So we kind of set the groundwork there, and then last year we had a great year as well. So I think we just keep on building and building. And the people that have returned from past years have helped build that foundation. Devin Burks, Noel McCarthy, Ruben Church, Ryan Hagenau, we've all just kind of changed the culture and just showing that, like, we're here to win. We're here to compete in the overall SEC, and we're here to compete in the NCAA tournament.
To go down to LSU last year, and you lost to the eventual national champions, what did you guys take from that experience that you can kind of apply this year?
I'll always remember that feeling. What really like stinks about all of it is just seeing all those seniors that had those last year and how much they contributed to our program. You got to think about the Hunter Gillum, you think about Darren Williams, all those guys that made our season so successful that their season ending right there, it really hurts. And then thinking about this year is to kind of carry on their legacy, you know. They showed us what it takes and what we can do, and we just want to win for them, win for the state of Kentucky, and whenever we can perform in big environments like that, we'll be fine. And, you know, if that goes on, luckily we don't have to go back to the box this year. If we win this regional, we'll be right back here. So that's definitely an advantage.
And being a Lexington local, I mean, what does it mean to you to see not only the fans come out all year and support the team and their success, but how it started to how it's now from when you got here in 2020?
I mean, it's so cool because, you know, you think back to those March games when there's like 1,000 people in the stands, 500, and it's cold and nobody wants to be there. And to see that the BBM will show up when you succeed, when we put a team out there that can win ball games and we're exciting and fun, it feels so good to earn the respect of the BBN. They come out and support us because it means the world to us. And it's so cool to see people in the stands come up to you and say, like, oh, I know you're a local kid, or we've been following you. Like, it's just awesome. I'm super grateful for the opportunity that I've been blessed to have here at the University of Kentucky.
Been in the conference grind for several months now and seen them. You know all about those teams really well. What do you do, especially like as a pitcher, to get to know some of the new faces and bats that you'll be facing in the region?
Yeah, so, I mean, we definitely need to know our opponent, but I think it really comes back to doing what we do and focusing on what we focus on throughout the whole year. I think that if we keep on doing and focusing on the things that we've focused on all year, that it shouldn't be any problem. We just need to pitch to our strengths, and we have a pitching staff full of guys who have all different kinds of looks. And if we just focus on them and focus on what we need to do, I think the opponent, in my opinion, doesn't matter that much.
Last year, the guy that came out of the pen and was huge in the regional was Mason. Now, you know, are you saying you feel like there's more than one candidate able to do that?
I think that, you know, Mason moving into the starting role was huge for our team. He's been super successful this year, and it's good to see him on the bump. I think that we can have some of the guys step up. You know, we have a pitching staff with great relievers like Cam O'Brien and Robert Hogan and Jackson Novey and Ryan Hagenau. You know, Mason was dominant last year in the regional and the super regional, but we're just gonna have guys step up, and you know, we have that next man up mentality that if you don't get the job done, you know whoever else is coming out of the pen is gonna pick you up and you know, help you out. So I think that if we focus on just pitching for as long as we can, for as hard as we can, and passing it off to the next guy, I think that's gonna be the best thing for us.
Back to the dugout energy. When you hear your opponents taking pot shots at you guys, what is the mindset? Do you look at that thing as a positive?
I think it is because it shows it's kind of working. You know, we're in their head, and honestly, we don't even do it for that. We do it just because we want to have fun, and that's what I love about Coach Benj, that he talks about us having fun and enjoying this game of baseball. Because in reality, we're just a bunch of college kids playing a college sport, you know, and we're here to have fun and also win, but when you focus on having fun with all your teammates, those are the things that you're going to remember. You're going to remember all the dugout antics. You're going to remember the wins and the losses, but being able to have fun and enjoy it along the ride it's something that's awesome, in my opinion.
Is there a reason that kind of started this year, or at least has been more than previous years?
Yes, I think it was actually after our first weekend series. We kind of came out like a little flatter, and we decided, hey, like, Coach Minch talked about how he had coached some of the most successful teams that he's had, and he said they were all a little bit weird. You know, they had some weird things. So we got together, Noel McCarthy and Ryan Hagenau, and we all just started like spitting out ideas and like bubblegum third or just different type of things to keep us fun and like, you know, energy in the dugout. And so it kind of just built off of that, and just new things came every day, and we were like, let's roll with it.
What about when you guys had to leave for the bullpen? What happens out of the pen? Anything in particular, or is it pretty much business as usual?
There's no dugout like antics in the bullpen kind of business. I feel like I have a hot spot. If we like aren't playing very good or like something's going on, I'll change seats. But we don't have really any big antics in the bullpen. Coach Salo keeps us pretty calm down there, but No, every time we go to the bullpen, I'm like, some days I go down there and I'm like, man, I really don't want to, like, I would love to pitch, but like, I'd rather be in the dugout with all the antics going on.
Nobody climbing in the box or anything else?
No, nobody. I remember that was like 2019. Nobody's been climbing in the box since then, though. Yeah, it did work for a while.
All right, we've got time for one more for Evan. Nothing.
That's good. All right, we'll get Nick in here. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Start by asking you the same question, is what was your initial reaction to being a number 2 overall seed and for all that you guys got?
I think it's unbelievable, the opportunity that we have as a team to be a nationally ranked seed. And it's just like, we take that with a chip on our shoulder. Obviously, we want to be number 1, but number 2 is honestly amazing. And we were playing for VBN, state of Kentucky, and it's just awesome to be a part of this program.
You got to handle business this weekend, but is it a little bit of comfort knowing that if you win, you get to stay at home?
Yeah, absolutely. You always want to play at home. I think we have one of the best crowds in SEC. And I've never been a part of a crowd like this before, so having that in the back pocket is pretty cool to know.
Nick, we haven't got to speak to you since the awards came out. You were named first team all SEC. How special is that?
Honestly, it was amazing. It's been a lot of hard work for me, a lot of years playing and not getting recognized, so coming to one of the best platforms in college baseball, SEC, and getting recognized was pretty special for me and my family.
Why did you want to bet on yourself and come be tested in this environment?
I just want to challenge myself. I want to play against the best, and I know the SEC's got the best, and I think coming here was the best decision I've ever made.
You mentioned the SEC having the best. How much did that gauntlet of the conference schedule prepare you guys for a potential run in the postseason?
Like Evan said, it's like every weekend's like a playoff game, and playing in front of away crowds and home crowds, you just kind of get that postseason feeling, and you're kind of prepared every single weekend. And we haven't played a team outside of SEC since April because of weather, so we've been preparing every weekend, week in, week out. So I'm pretty excited for the postseason.
I know it seems like every year, like cult legends kind of emerge in the NCAA tournament. You with your stash, like, are you ready to kind of embrace that if that takes off with the media?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to add a little more to it, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But it's pretty cool to have that here in Kentucky, and all the fans love it. So I love it. Team loves it. So it's pretty cool to be to have it. So yeah.
Is there a special origin story behind the stash? What made you grow it out the way you did?
I kind of just wanted to stand out because obviously I didn't assume that I was going to be a great performer, but I just wanted to stand out in any way I could, and having a stash is one of those things, I guess.
Nick, I think it was first weekend of the season, I asked you about what brought you here, why. And you said you saw what was going on here last year and wanted to be a part of something like that. Well, now, it's another opportunity, and it's even greater being a number 2 seed. So, John asked you about betting on yourself. What about helping this team and furthering the program even more? What's it like for you to be a part of that?
It's honestly amazing being a part of this team and being a part of this program that's been making a lot of noise lately in the past couple of years, and I'm doing anything I can to help the team and help Kentucky win. So being a part of it from out of state is pretty special, and bringing the fans together and the team together, that's all what it's all about. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
How proud of you that you're getting it done as a switch hitter again?
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly really cool for me. I didn't switch it all last year, so being a natural righty and coming to get the confidence to do it in the SEC is really huge for me.
You're a natural righty?
Yeah, natural right-handed hitter.
Didn't you hit right-handed?
No, it's pretty crazy.
Did you
But
talk to anybody back there?
my hitting coach back just said congratulations, really proud of me. But it's pretty cool to be a part of this team over here and the coaches and the confidence they give me every single day, day in, day out. So I'm really happy to be here.
Nick, what are some of the things that the guys or maybe the coaches have told you about, playing in a regional and potentially maybe even a super regional, just since they did it just a year ago?
We just got to stick to what we do best and play for each other, focus on us. Just doing those things and doing what it takes to win, I think, is what we've been doing all year, and that's what we just got to continue doing throughout the rest of the postseason.
How much fun are you guys having?
I think everyone's having a blast. I'm having a blast. Coaches are having a blast, and I'm sure the fans are having a blast. So we're doing everything we can to, keep it lighthearted, keep it energy, and having fun.
What does it look like when your lineup is at its best?
when we're all committed to the middle backside of the field and we're all doing what it takes to get on base, quality at bats after quality at bats, that's when our lineup looks best.
Did you anticipate this much success this year? What is it about this team that really makes it stand out?
Honestly, when I first came in, just seeing the talented group that we had, I knew that this team was going to be successful just based on pure talent. And then having the coaching staff and learning all the cool things that they have to talk about and putting it all together is what makes this team really special, because we all love each other. We all believe in the coaches believe in us. And having that belief is just really what it is, believing in each other and fighting to do whatever it takes to win.
You played on a lot of other teams. Are you saying that maybe that wasn't quite as evident in your other experiences?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference here, and it's special to be a part of. It's definitely different, and I'm happy to be here.
Are you nervous at all?
No, I mean, I'm just doing what I do, having fun, and just having like this team. It's just kind of like you're just having fun every day, and it's nothing to be nerve-wracking about. Just playing for the team. So.
The SEC race is so intense. It feels like there's a lot of urgency from week to week. Do you think that helps prepare you guys in any way as you go into this kind of format?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, it's just kind of like week in, week out. It's like SEC tournament prepares you for regional, College World Series caliber teams playing against like Tennessee, Arkansas every weekend. So you're kind of prepared to play in a little tournament style weekend, 3-game, 4-game weekend.
What about the season? Will all these happen as you're all trigger man in your lineup? How much is that helping you guys? How big is that?
I mean, he's coming out of the leadoff spot. It's definitely huge for us. Every time he's up at the plate, he's going to do damage. He hits the ball hard. So whenever he's up, he's going to, start it off with a spark, and that gets our offense going. And it's fun to know that we have a team full of dogs that can potentially do the same thing. But having him at the start is definitely special.
Hey guys, you ready? Let's get this man to practice.
Alrighty.
We've got a regional.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.